Hey y'all, it's Lexi. Okay, so I know it's been 10 years since my last sit down video, but I thought that this would be like really fun. Why I decided to put this on the internet, I don't know. It's really embarrassing, but I figured it would be like funny and you guys would enjoy it and I'll enjoy looking back. But I'm gonna read excerpts from my old diaries. Okay, so I know we've only known each other on here for about 4 months, which is really 3 because I spent a month like not posting anything. I'm still a little like awkward in front of the camera, as you can tell probably, but I'm dramatic in real life. Like, and I think you see snippets of it, but you haven't really seen it yet, and I can't wait for you to like actually see how dramatic I am like in life. I'm very dramatic, and that came off on paper, like definitely when I was younger. So here's a little bit of a backstory. So my rule, like the rule in my house was if you're making C's, like if you're making anything below an A or a B, you don't have a phone. And so in middle school, I was doing okay. Like I had my phone for about 7th to 8th grade, and then math came in, and I'm horrible at math. Like I promise you, there's a name for it because it was on Degrassi. What is the name? It's like you're dyslexic, but with numbers. Like I don't know what the name for it is, but I promise you, like I have that because it's literally bizarre, like with numbers. Even sometimes with like simple math, when I was younger and I was like in like 4th grade or so, it would take me like 3 hours to do like 24 plus like 58 because like it's not the same. So I would take forever, but I was never good at math, so I started making C's. So they took away my phone, and to entertain myself, I would write in my journal because like I had nothing else to do. Like I didn't have a phone to talk to anyone. At one point I did have an iPad, but like it only when I had Wi-Fi, and I would still like write in here because I just felt like it was important to like remember everything, like for some reason. Like I still think that, and that's also partly why I made this channel. Like I told myself like, okay, if nobody watches this, then I'll just have it to look back on. Like it's fine, like I'll just look back on it and it'll be okay. So I figured I have 2 right here, like, and these are both from high school, and I think I'm gonna do it, I'm definitely doing it in like numerical order. So let's see. And I'm gonna have to like change everybody's name because I was dropping names in these. Like I was like Taylor who, like I was literally, I would put your name, like yeah, I would put everything up in here. So this is 2013 and this is 2013 as well. So maybe you see how big, like these are like kind of thick too, and they're like full. So this is April, and this is, I think this is what it is. This is March. Okay, also, so I called these journals Alexia on Impulse. Like it was like Alexia on Impulse, volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, like however many I had. I was so extra, and like every single one had this in it, and it says, can you see it? It says the rundown. So let me just read you the rundown. At the time in the human life where I found myself, my emotions are a mess. Still there. There were times in my life. Wow. I said where. There were times in my life. I meant were. There were times in my life when I thought technology and French fries were my only friends. Again, not much has changed. Maybe they were, but even so, they weren't the cause of my unhappiness. I wondered why it was so hard to find someone or something to blame. It's because my problem was me. I was standing in my own way. I caused myself to be bitter. I always I'm saying it like that because I have like a little underline. I always looked on the bad side of situations. I was making myself more miserable, and I think God noticed this. He knew that I wasn't myself and decided to give me a break. This journal is my break. I can write, say, or draw anything I want in here. I'm free to act on impulse, so ready or not, here I am. I signed it. We're gonna read the first entry up in here. So this point in life, if it's March 22nd, 2013, I am 14 years old. I would turn 15 in April. So this is, right now I'm like 14. And I figured like with these, I would just kind of like do one of these little numbers, and then whatever it landed on, like I would read. So we're just gonna start from the beginning. It's the best place to start. So Figured I'd do like 4 of them. Oh, and every entry has a title. Like, oh honey, I was organized. I have like this one's called Ga. Like everything has a title. Like this wasn't just some rinky-dink journal. This was a high quality journal. So this one's called Ga, March 22nd, 2013. Okay, call me a bad friend, but it seems like all my friends are either in or might as well be in relationships. I read somewhere that people who are single only seem to see happy couples, and people who are in relationships only seem to see happy singles. They have no idea. Let's just say this year I watched my taken friends get gifts, kisses, and hugs, all from their boyfriends. And what do I get? Hugs from a boy I desperately want, but probably doesn't want me back. Okay, so pause. This guy, so I had a crush on this guy, and this is the fact that I'm sharing this on the internet is dangerous. So I had a crush on this guy, right? He was a sophomore at this point, I was a freshman. And he had a girlfriend that went to another school. It's funny because she's in my life now. Like I would never imagine. I can't say how or else she'll know, and like it'll just be horrible, like it'll be weird. And so like I can't say how she's in my life, but she's in my life now. But back then like I had no clue who she was. So he has this girlfriend, and she when he was at school, he would like flirt with me and like hug me and walk me to class and basically treat me like his girlfriend, which is horrible. And like looking back on it, I'm like, that was terrible. Like, why did I think that man had a girlfriend? Like, what the hell? But like little old me, which you'll hear in these journals, I was like, oh my god, like he's gonna dump her. Like I don't care if he has a girlfriend, like, he's gonna dump her. And I think my next relationship was definitely karma over that, which we will most likely get there in one of these, whether it's this one or the next one, because he's coming up. So that's that story. So moving on. Or hugs from guys that want me but I don't want them back. You're still gonna get that, baby. When is it my turn? So I started naming girls boyfriends. Is it okay to say? We're gonna skip that part. Everyone tells me that I should be more patient, but God should know I'm tired of waiting. There's only one boy I like right now, and I want, capital and underline, I want him now. I'm so tired of being single and bitter. I want to be taken and happy. And then, of course, you know, sign my little name. So there's that. So now I think we're gonna move on. We'll do like a flip. So I stopped. Holy crap. Okay, this one's called Smitten, and it's March 29th, 2013. Time out. So some of my friends that are mentioned in here, I don't think that they will mind me mentioning their names, so I will mention their names. The people I'm not sure about, I'm going to change the names. So you guys will know if your name is changed or not. OMFG. This morning, instead of having first period, we could pay and watch a student-faculty basketball game. The guy I like wasn't supposed to come because he didn't pay, which made me sad. I sat with, okay, let me figure out these names. I'm gonna say their initials. So we're gonna say, I sat with C, A's boyfriend, and E instead. All of a sudden, striding through the doors comes in him. We were like, you didn't pay, what are you doing here? Haha. And he said the coach, his first period teacher, gave him an extra ticket. At first he sat in between my legs, but then it got uncomfortable. And I was like, can we switch please? And we did. Also, it goes to mention, this guy was not attractive at all, like at all. I look back, I'm like, what? Like not attractive one bit. I don't know why I was like so interested in him. So anyway, I look over and I see Emma trying to get my attention. Emma won't care that she's on this. Trying to get my attention. I tried to ignore her because the guy I like was right behind me and I already knew what she and B were gonna say. B is someone else. It worked, but I could feel their eyes on me the whole game. After a while, I was craving gum, but nobody had any. I looked back at Emma and B, and they both are grabbing gum from another girl. My choices were clear. Go over there and get gum and a mini session of girl talk, or stay in the guy I like's legs gumless. I really wanted gum. So I hopped over to Emma, B, and the other girl. at their bleachers. Emma was like, okay, first, aww, and second, what was the Shakespeare website again? We were doing a Shakespeare assignment, I guess. Also, Emma, you were encouraging. I know she's gonna watch this. I know you're my friend, but oh my God, he was ugly, had a girlfriend. Like, girl, you should have been like, get some sense into your head. But I didn't listen to those friends anyway, so Emma, I don't blame you at all for those. I ignored her for a school question. Oh well, at least I got yummy green apple gum from the other girl. And y'all are so cute from B. She encourages you? Oh my God, this is horrible. When the game was over, all of us had to go back to class. The guy like hugged me and we went our separate ways. Sadness. In 5th period, Miss Floyd was my teacher, I guess. Can I say her name? Whatever, I've already said it. Miss Floyd pulled me to the side and was like, Alexia, who was that boy you were snuggling up to? I swear, that lady sees everything. What is this like writing style? My diction is like so Disney Channel. This lady sees everything. Is he your boyfriend? She kept asking. No, he's just a friend, I said. She asked me what grade he was in and I told her he was a sophomore. She thought I was lying, which I wasn't. And she said he looked 30. I understand he looks older, but he surely does not look 30. He did look like pretty old. Like he was like burly. He was burly and white, like not my type at all. He didn't look 30, but he did not look like 16, which is like how old he actually was back then. I mean, he turned 16 on Sunday, which is an Easter. Boom, there it is. So that was the most awkward conversation ever. But big time. In 7th period, Emma told me that she and B thought he was cute. I was like, I know. He was not cute, y'all. I know. Now you know why I'm so smitten. I told Emma that his smile is probably the most gorgeous sight I've ever seen in my entire life. He did have a pretty smile, he did. That must have been it. And he smelled good all the time, like all the time. And if you know me, like cologne is my weakness. Like that's beautiful. Most gorgeous sight I've ever seen in my entire life. She was like, yeah, his smile is pretty. That's why she and I are friends. What? So you could say I had a good day. Smiley face. Oh God, I'm so smitten. Signed by me. Okay, so that was embarrassing. We're gonna do one more because I feel like this is like really long. Hopefully I get one with like a cliffhanger and it'll leave you guys on your toes for the next time. This one, also it's worth mentioning, like I told you guys in one of my vlogs that I had depression. I've had it my entire life. Like there's not one thing that triggered it. There are things that trigger it to happen more often than not, but it's been happening to me since I've been a little girl. So if I found like a really depressing one, I don't know if I'm gonna read. I might read it, just depending. But like, I'm sorry. Like I don't want this to be like a downer video. But I don't think I'm gonna read it if I find one. So, but this one's called "My Loneliness Is Killing Me." That's why I was like, let me warn them before we get into this. April 11th, 2013. OMG, being single sucks so bad. It does. I'm still single. I mean, I've had like boyfriends since then, obviously, but like right now, there's no one special. Being single sucks so bad. I haven't had a boyfriend in over a year. Who was my last boyfriend? Who was I dating before? I don't know who I'm talking about because my first real boyfriend was my sophomore year of high school. So I don't know who in the world I'm talking about. I've had a boyfriend over a year. Legit, it hurts to be this lonely. Everyone's like, you'll find someone. Doesn't make me feel less alone. It actually makes me feel even more alone. That's the truth though. Nobody knows how heartbreak feels. So dramatic! Don't get me wrong. I love my friends to death. It's just, I want to be loved in that way. I want to hold hands and go on dates and all that stuff. Maybe I just want it too much, but I don't care. My heart wants what my heart wants. Ever since Tuesday, I haven't been sleeping properly. I slept, woke up, cried, slept, woke up, wrote in my journal, slept, wake up crying, cried after I woke up crying. What? It's just, I have nothing to dream about now. I've barely eaten. I'm just really depressed. Sometimes I watch my taken friends like T, A, and H, and I wonder what the real taken life is like. I hear the life they live is stressful, but I think it's a good kind of stress. No, you're about to learn that the hard way. I mean, I can't wait to be stressed out around a boyfriend who doesn't exist. Also, girl, no, like, be careful. This is why I had the relationship I had after this, because it was like, I was begging too hard for it, and God was like, you know what, girl, bloop, like, there you go, and it was horrible. How come it's so easy for me to make friends, yet so hard for me to find a guy? I still wonder that to this day, actually. I don't know, girl. I'm just a girl's girl all the time, like, I don't know. His words still haunt me. I'm guessing I'm talking about the sophomore. I'm still very embarrassed and ashamed. I'm still bitter. My life is just one big hot mess. I know that it won't always be this way though, and maybe one day I can laugh about this time instead of crying. Here I am laughing, girl. Like, fetus Lexi, what were you thinking? Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this. I'm definitely gonna read some more of this. Like, I want to do a part 2. Just let me know. I might bring in a guest to see their like take on my high school self. I will see you later. Bye.